court is now in session. Try to miss my affair. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. After not showing any signs of weakness today, he'll be on me in an instant. Beyond me in an instant. How would I say that? I'm not sure. Beyond me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. As soon as evidence to commit this murder, I have a witness who saw her do it. As witness, no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Then, Mr. Edgeworth, we call our first witness, Your Honor. The person who calls chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. First time, many times. First name, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name for professional report. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm detective in high charge of homicide down the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Please describe the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let's use this format of the office to explain. Body was found by the window, here. The cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. But was a statue of the thinker. Next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a lady weapon, even in the girl's hands, sir. You always call it, sir. Court inside assess the evidence. Statue is evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Full place after the court. I think I used the wrong voice for the judge. Now, detective. I made a mistake. That mistake again. It was the wrong voice. How hard time with all these voices, like getting the right one immediately. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I have hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. I'm not as good of a voice actor as I thought I was. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There are two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, and a lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay. Why? The witness kept describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fay the very moment of the murder. Very moment, you say. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Simon, what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? My sister couldn't find any contradictions in the witness's testimony. She would bluff it and press the witness in every detail. So always slips up and says something wrong. Lots of times. I would have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. It's funny that this isn't the introduction to pressing in this game, when pressing is introduced in the first case of every other game in the series. No, Your Honor, at least begin a cross-examination. Press everything. Unless you say pressing somebody's habits in the series. Who did you say? Who do you see you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb, you know who. Call was from a customer to Gatewater Hotel where a customer crime scene. Right, please continue. Two people there already. Attendant, Miss Maya Fay and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And they arrested Miss Maya Fay. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you say you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? This May is vicious. It sure isn't Pink, pal. Well, I guess she is Pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more proof other than her claim, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. I think I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very much, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After surveying the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there's blood found before she died. The victim wrote the killer's name. I like that. That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Why did you testify this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin this cross-examination. That can't be possible because the victim died instantly. Objection! Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was a representing defendant, Mia Fey? That's really what you're saying? Well, what? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your partner, detective. Mia death through a blow from a blunt object. What does that mean? What? No, but you read it. Order! It's important. I mean, we wouldn't have time to read it. Objection! Mr. Wright, beg your pardon. When decided to obtain the obstetrics report? When? It was the day after the murder. Prosecution's point of view. The obstetrics report is outdated. What? Yesterday, at my request, this almost immediately drew a blow from a blunt object. But there's a possibility that the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. Received those results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. I see. W. Edgeworth, you should know you come up with something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? Mr. Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth, heard nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, those were a frame of personal casting of the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I've submitted this report to the court. Understood, the court has assumed evidence. Well, Your Honor, I would strongly suggest that we must not find a killer. Can we thus broke his conclusion? Yes. Darn, this isn't good. Prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. That whole updated autopsy report thing has become a running gag in like the Ace Attorney fandom, which for a reason I don't understand because he only ever does this once in the entire series. This is the only time he ever does this in the entire series. I don't understand why this has become so associated with him. Like, people make it out as if he does it all the time, but he only did this one time. I don't understand. Maybe it's because one of the first things we see him do? Maybe. Another witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Look how part of her is innocent. Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Wait. Order! The introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. Please refrain from wanton winking. In the original translation from the DS, it said wanton with two O's, W-O-N-T-O-N, which is actually not the same word. It's a type of Chinese food. It's a Chinese dumpling, I believe, a wonton. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was, in my hotel room, taking right after lunch. This hotel is directly across the Code offices? That's right, big boy. Will you testify in court for what you saw? Witness's account. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know. And then, I saw the fucking enemy attack. Attacking her was the mercy girl sitting in the defender's chair. I went dodged to one side and ran away. That girl, she captured her and hated her. When I here, she got slumped. And that's all I saw. Flip and see. Well, Your Honor, I see. It's wrong this out this one instead when I've tried to witness any. Wait, Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? The witness says what objects. That was quite fair intention. Mr. Wright, I understand you must have faced understudy, would you not? Ridiculous. Well, you way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey! How dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I'm doing it. I'm glad to proceed with the cross-examination. Only because I have a feeling Edward doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you begin your cross-examination. It was like... Hold it! How did you know that she was pregnant? Huh? Well, you know, she had a physique. I know these things. I just know, okay? There's only one person that's seen the crown of the short girl's Hold on a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss May, willing to bet that. Did you really see the defendant at all? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what's the meaning? Please tell me someone about this girl clueless. About this, I mean. Okay, if you really want to climb my Faye, would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis except her. No expert in fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness testimony didn't match either of those things. This one is bogus. Still, we don't know if she was there. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, so I took the gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary. Miss May, please omit nothing from testimony. Sorry, Your Honor. Be good girl, I promise. Testimony again. Damn, I almost had it. I didn't see everything. I did. Just the first second ran off the right. I went after her with that weapon. That clock down kind of statue clock, thinker. I see. You're going to cross-examination. How the heck did you know there was a clock? Objection! Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Ooh, you like that? You naughty Mr. Lawyer. You just said that the statue of the thinker was a clock. No way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position recently called this a clock too. Found guilty of murder. Order, order! Miss May, explain how you knew this was a clock? Objection! The witness saw him with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to reduce the issue of trivial concerns. Yes, of course. Objection! The questions are all I have, Your Honor. Call a couple murders with these questions before. Objection is a stage. You may continue the question for witness. Phew, that was close. There, the trial will be over. What? What's now? Now you have my question. How did you know it was a clock? That's because I heard it. Yes, I heard it say the time. So you've been to the law offices of Vanco. So you've been to the law offices of Vanco. No! Hey! I didn't say that. Why would I go there? It's my hotel room. Offices of Vanco. Very close to the hotel. Same for the clock. Satisfied because you couldn't have wrong. Your Honor, members of the court. It is inconceivable that the clock question right because it's empty. That clock is missing its phone. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh, see anything interesting about it? Wait up. Mr. Wright! Curtis played the important meaningless, as you can see. The clock was empty, it couldn't have rung. This is a big fat lie. Fat! Well, Miss May? Quite a show you put on first, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty, somehow. He knew! I'm afraid you forgot one thing. Indeed, the clock is empty, as you can say. Yes, ask what the clock knew. Impossible, of course. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? show you the proof you liked so much. And the proof when the clock was removed was the conversation. If you look at the conversation on here, it says the clock is working right now, and that was before the... Take that! Okay. Take a look at this! That's a very good cell phone. Wait, this isn't my phone! Listen, this is your friend's cell phone. It contains a recording. A recording of a conversation you had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order! This phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. That's right, don't you overlooked it? Detective better remember he's up for evaluations. This is the beginning of a running joke in the series about Detective Gumshoe's salary evaluation. This is like a running joke in this series. It's implied that he keeps getting his salary cut. Let's say I'm starting to feel bad for him. To the conversation. Just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. Had to get the clock worked out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Honor. I think this makes it clear the clock was already gone by the time it was recorded. It was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Huh? Well, Miss Day, you care to finish the report? No, the weapon was a clock. Well, it's obvious. I saw the clock before. What does this even for? Mr. Wright? Of course. When is claims she had seen before? Mr. Contest Miss Evans argued in this court. Well, obviously, the clock was one at a time. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. One that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. This man, I think it's high time went shopping for a different, better excuse. Oh? This usually not a sale today? What's she doing? Porcupine head. That's 2 o'clock. Doesn't matter, okay? She's a die for a die. Whoa! Let's not prepare ourselves. It's a court of law. Let's remain calm. What do you mean? Did I, like, lose it? Is it a team? Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, did you know what was a clock? Oh dear. Yes, Charlotte, I'm expecting you know the book was a clock because... Witness had never held a book in her hand. However, she had heard it was a clock. That's correct, Your Honor. There's no other situation to know it was a clock. I'll show you the proof. Take that! Finish someone. Yes, Mr. The conversation with a friend victim. I'm calling out. They really want to hold on for me. Again, what's it this time? Clock. You mentioned that thinker. Take that! Have a look at this. Ooh, that. Found this in this piece. Mr. Wright, please explain to me what this is. Miss April May, used a wiretap in this conversation. They knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Attention! Your Honor, this is ridiculous! Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Did she seem amused to you? The invested man's answer. Witness, answer the question. You tap her phone? This man! Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! It's no fair! All of you gang up on me like that! So I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? Oh, that did it! The court's seen the real Miss April May now. To the final blow. Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Is this emergency? shot activity happening irrelevant? Yeah, she says that's what Intro wants her to say. Hey, you tap your tail. I hardly call that irrelevant. Of course, not good because it's your voice. He has a point. This murder, you would tap your lawyer, I saw that. You were probably thinking, let's hear pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. You know, the first man about that. Of course, I can, and I will. That's good. Can't be serious. No way. Wait, I say. Wait. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, lawyer. Okay, so, going out around 9 o'clock at night. Why is this just when I was giving room service for the sweet bellboy? Room service? Coffee, I believe it was. Irish coffee, you know. Coffee, but cold. Don't drink it quick, but I smell something you have rather cold coffee. Coffee. The suppress. Boy. Ernest was not at the scene of the crime of the murder. So Bert is leave us. Ernest appears to have in the victim's cell phone. However, that's a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Testimony stands. My affair commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. Well, was that murder somehow? Say, I'm well going to get us something. Dennis would like to call our hotel bellboy. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it. Look at I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I've heard that the fire timing had nothing to do with the killing. One additional consider calling this witness. Condition? Maybe May's alibi is not calling the question after he's in the bellboy. So Mr. Booker is not the correct question. What? How does May mean that she's not a killer and that Maya had to be the killer? That makes no sense. Alright, I got enough clues except for one. Fool, fell right into my trap. Oh. Very well. With a bellboy to the stand. I think Bernie proves this fight surely does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. Sir determines if it'll work, sir. I'm happy with service. Sees that sort of heavy, sir. Let's begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Why do you need to bring the TV set anyway? The head billboard gives Billboard Hotel business report durations. Received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from guest Miss May. Copied back to her 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. But to her the precise and crystal time, of course. And realized copied to her guest May herself. See, the first begins with estimation. Right. Ready, I hope this is it. Finished. Why does proving her that she's... How does proving that she's... involved in the murders... How does not being able to prove that she's involved in the murder somehow make that mean that Maya's guilty? That makes no sense. Then again, a lot of stuff in this series makes no sense if you're trying to think about it too significantly. Everyone in this... The best way to put it is, everyone in this series is idiots, including the people who run the justice system. That's all I can say. I'm the head bellboy that could find get my hotel business for duration. Hold it! Exactly as you do in the hotel. Why, anything hard to me, sir? Guests, check out guests, in rooms and make beds, over room service, sir. In personal, that's right, conversation with those questions. Hold it! Who has this man on the phone? Certainly, sir. How can you be so certain? So them and I. Him. Being glad I remember what it was. Hold it! Yes, I confirm that series sometime was Hold it! Precisely 9 o'clock then? Precisely exactly what's different for 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Spares when since the little boy, tea, coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. So very good, sir. We're supposed to be looking at time. Hold it! So Louis, absolutely? Yes, sir. So we go very absolutely, sir. It's injury matters. You're so very certain. Embrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not fresh kiss, sir. It's a more peck on the cheek. Fresh on the news. What else no better forget, sir? It's not pretty fish to me. Things get one. Goes up to something one, but I want to remember her. It's no good. Nothing there. Is that it? Fine, but how much time is what we're doing? Let's try to tease our estimation here. Wait! Please wait! Yes? One last question. Let me ask one last question! Your Honor, let's object. No. Alright, let's do it. One more question. Tell me about Chip. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. What exactly was disappointment?
Well, not without charm, sir, but even I have little chance to remember there.
What did you say? What did you say?
Or rather quite.
Bellboy, tell us the truth. Miss May check in with another person?
Objection!
I object! That was objectionable!
Objection overruled. Please answer the question.
Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony?
Well, sir, you didn't ask.
Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're always supposed to mention.
Yes, right. Indeed. It was the, barista there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it until he specifically asked, sir.
Ooh! You fool! I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into the twin room with a man, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room?
That's right, sir.
Your Honor, you just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. Let us be back as much as possible just a bit. Would you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Who, Mr. Wright? Who was this other person? Simple, it was... the man who checked on Miss May. Ooh. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapped into his phone. Miss May herself is alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. Oh, I saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. I confront you with something. It is too late. Too late? I suppose you liked it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Ooh. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous.
Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
That is all today for the trial of Maya Fay. Court is adjourned.
Mr. Wright, you're amazing in there. Really? You might be your newest fan. I was just doing my job, you know. And again, other practitioners are cool too. I spine treatment. She was my spine. So what happens with me? They get to go home now? Well, no, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. Today's trial. Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that? They arrested her. She's going to the trial court everywhere. Probably at the detention center now. May have to go down there later. Anyway, the case is far from closed. Yes, sir. Find out more about this man. He was the one who... Maybe so. Sis, don't worry. I'll find out tomorrow, I promise. Counting on you. Ask for a full record of Miss April May's testimony. I might come handy to the trial tomorrow. But now that I have you, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack and ran to the right but was caught and struck. How could this do with me at all now? Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in a detention center